The main focus, high strength to weight ratio. That has always been my focus since day one when I started fasting. Tons of muscle on a lean frame, which just happens to be fat loss. This is a 1 meal a day routine, not for fat pigs. Things that can be achieved from this routine: slow cutting, slow bulking, and maintenance. I wake up, I weigh myself every morning. I use scale feedback to adjust my meal. Then I do some cardio. Eat breakfast based on morning weigh-in and drink water. So if my weight's high in the morning, I cut food back a little bit. If the weight's low, I crank it up. Okay, I've always been in this for strength to weight ratio. Number one was always performance. When I started eating 1 meal a day, when I started fasting 3 years ago, I was eating 1 meal a day in the morning, right around the same time. I did that for years before I even started fasting. I lost 20 pounds in the first month just doing that. Lost no strength on my lifts. Still had like top level bench press numbers. Then what happened is a powerlifting meet came up and I had to lose like 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Instead of just maintaining the breakfast routine with the carbs, I started with keto. Then I cut the last 10 pounds eating keto, still eating breakfast. I went to the powerlifting meet and still did quite well, but now hindsight, I should have never went keto. I should have just cut on the carbs because I would have had better performance in the gym later in the day. One thing led to another. You're on YouTube, you start seeing guys drinking coffee and eating at night, and it just sounds so good. So I started experimenting with coffee in the morning and keto. And then the McDonald's movie I did came along, and I was forced to eat in the morning because my cameraman had to come and film me at 11 a.m. And all the strength that I had lost eating at night came back when I was eating in the morning, carbs on McDonald's. But then I'm like, then I went back to eating at night. For this whole time, I could not get those top level numbers that I used to have because eating at night is trash for performance. It's not as good. Here's why. First morning I ate breakfast, my strength was through the roof. That's when I knew something was up. So then I switched back to breakfast. I've done a little more research to match my anecdotal evidence from my experimentation. Number one, when you wake up in the morning, your cortisol's sky high. When you eat in the morning, you put the brakes on it. Your body is most apt for digesting food in the morning. And then your body warms up right before waking. Your metabolism goes way up right in the morning. It's exact time you're supposed to eat. Then you go through the day, your body is hot. The cortisol does not make you store fat when it's high in the morning. It's cortisol continually being elevated from stress that pulls sugar out of your system and then spikes insulin, and that's what makes you stash fat. I experiment, I get a result that's obviously better. There's no arguing that. Eating in the morning is better for performance. And then at the end of the day, I drink a good shot of snake juice and basically I go to bed. Breakfast is the optimal way to eat. Do your research. You'll see the difference right away. So everyone have a great day. Stop eating, fatty.